Welcome back to the Takeout. House Republicans are creating a new panel to reinvestigate the January 6th Capitol riot, a decision that House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffrey says the GOP will come to regret, calling it an attempt to, quote, whitewash, unquote, the events of that day. Joining me now, Maryland Democrat, ranking Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, Jamie Raskin of Maryland. Congressman, always good to see you. I'll get to some domestic things in a moment, but two things are foremost on my mind. Israel sent an airstrike into Qatar today, targeting Hamas. The White House calls it unfortunate and says it does not advance Israel or U.S. interest. Do you have anything stronger to say about that?
Well, unfortunately, I've just learned of this like a few moments ago. I was on the floor, so I don't know all the details of it. But if they're being criticized by Donald Trump, you can be sure that it is a pretty destabilizing thing in terms of the effort to move peace and to have a comprehensive ceasefire in the war in Gaza. So I'll have to investigate it some more, Major, and happy to talk to you more about it later.
How about what's going on off the coast of Venezuela? Rand Paul in the United States Senate has said lots more answers need to come from this administration about its military posture and shooting down small boats in international waters, alleging that they are carrying drugs and narcotics to harm Americans. Do you agree?
So look, I mean, either it was an act of war, and if it's an act of war, it was never declared by Congress, and only Congress has the power to declare war. Or it was law enforcement. But if it's law enforcement, people have a right to be arrested and to have due process and to have a trial before they're executed. So I would say that that was an action that was lawless and contrary to our Constitution, because it did not follow a declaration of war by Congress, and it did not conform to any of the requirements that we have for criminal prosecution.
Does the administration owe Congress and the American public more information?
Well, absolutely. You know, the administration thinks that it can just circumvent Congress because our Republican colleagues allow them to do it on a daily basis. But Congress has the power to declare war. Congress has the power to pass budgets. Congress has the power to impose taxes and tariffs, not the President of the United States, which is why he's been struck down both by the international, the Court of International Trade, but also the appeals court in the Federal Circuit over the Court of International Trade. He has just unilaterally asserted the right to impose tariffs on people all over the world without an act of Congress. We have the power to regulate commerce domestically and internationally, and so the president is usurping the powers of Congress.
All right, on Epstein, what is your reaction to the White House denial that that is Donald Trump's signature in the Epstein birthday book?
Oh, I didn't realize they denied that. Well, that's comical. I mean, we know that he was Epstein's best friend for more than a decade. We have all kinds of photographs of them together, all kinds of video of them together. And I don't think anybody takes seriously the idea that he wasn't the one who wrote that extremely disturbing and creepy letter for his birthday with the creepy cartoon drawing of a prepubescent girl. You know, I don't know what to make of that, other than to say the whole country is demanding release of the Epstein files. We don't want the dribs and drabs that the Trump administration wants us to see. We want the entire Epstein file that they don't want us to see.
The president and the vice president say with some vigor, Congressman, that you and other Democrats never said anything about the Epstein files during the Biden presidency and that you actually don't care about this. This is just political one-upsmanship.
Well, unlike Donald Trump, I don't know Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell. I had nothing to do with them. We are relying on Donald Trump's word. He was the one who said that this is a sinister criminal sex ring. It's the Republicans who are the ones following Donald Trump who said it should be released. We are agreeing with them. It's only after 1,000 FBI agents worked around the clock to go through all of the files and to redact Donald Trump's name and go through all the videos and photographs that Donald Trump decided, no, there's nothing to see here. I want this all to go away. But the whole country was unified in saying we wanted the Epstein files. So that's a pathetically irrelevant distraction from this point when he says, oh, this is a Democrat hoax. If it's a Democrat hoax, it's one that Donald Trump started.
There is a new committee to investigate January 6th, convened by Republicans. You will be an ex officio member of that. What is your agenda?
Our agenda would simply be to restate the absolute truth of what's in the report of the Select Committee on January 6th. They have not laid a glove on a single fact that we found. That was a real bipartisan committee that spoke to more than 1,000 different witnesses, that looked at millions of pages of documents and produced a report that nobody has touched in any way. They keep talking about Antifa or FBI agents and so on. If they think they've got something, bring it forward. But this is the second time they've tried to relitigate the report. In the last Congress, Mr. Loudermilk had an investigation into the investigation on the House Administration Committee. It was a complete dud. They weren't able to show anything. So the Democrats are not going to let them get away with any lies or right-wing conspiracy theories here. We're going to tell the truth about what happened again, and we will use it as an opportunity to educate new generations of young Americans about the dangers of authoritarianism.
Jamie Raskin, Maryland Democrat, ranking Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee. Thanks for your time, sir. I appreciate it.
You bet.